Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Mrs. Mavis is here. Yeah, I'm back. It was not easy for me, but today I want to share with you on my journey of hunting for a job in the United Kingdom. Before I do so, subscribe to my channel. When I post a video, please like it, don't just watch. Like those videos and also share with your friends. Comment. We are here to help one another. So thank you for that. I hope you are hearing me. There are times I don't shout. Okay, so today I want to share with you on my journey of hunting for a job in the United Kingdom. I know those ones who are in Africa, in certain parts of the world, sometimes they may think because they view this as a greener pastures, they may think that it is easy to get a job in developed countries, which is not the case. I think it was better long back, not now. Now even getting those jobs like entry-level jobs or those jobs where you don't need like much experience or more skills, it's no longer that easy to get those jobs. So I'm going to share with you on my story of hunting for a job in the United Kingdom. As for me, I was free to work for any job that I may be capable of doing. I was free to start with any job that I might be capable of doing. So I was ready even to go for warehouse jobs. So I remember telling even my friends, my husband, that I'm ready to work in a warehouse. I once told you that I once worked in a factory in Zimbabwe, Chipinge. So I know how things are done there. And I told you of my background. I was raised by a father who was a hard worker. The way he raised us, I was not afraid of working in a warehouse. So I started looking for a job, and I was flexible. As long as I get somewhere to start, and I believe that small things will become great, but we start with what we have at that given moment. So I remember when I asked on the Zimbabwean group, it's a WhatsApp, I just asked that how do I get a job in warehouses? And then I got the response, some saying go to this, Amazon, Royal Mail. What I was given, so many, I got so many responses of people sharing on how you can get a job in a warehouse. And also I checked on YouTube, I would see videos of people who were saying, if you want to get a job today or tomorrow in warehouses, anytime you can get a job. I think those were those days, not now. It's no longer that easy. So I thought that since people are saying warehouse, what is needed is just your power, your energy, but you can get a job there. And some even on social media they saying kugara huda, meaning when you are staying and you are not working, it's just a choice. Otherwise there are jobs anytime. It's not like that. That is a lie. It's not an easy thing to look for a job. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not easy to get a job. You can spend some time without a job. That's what I've noted. So those ones who are not in these countries, don't listen to those lies people tell you. It's not that easy as you think. And don't think that if someone is now in the United Kingdom, that person now is working. If that person may become as a dependent like me, it's not as easy as that. But with time, the more you keep on looking for it, you get it. But it's not easy. So when they gave me the responses, try this, then there is a certain brother who came to my inbox. He said, my sister, why do you want to go to warehouse? It's not easy. It's challenging. It's challenging. It needs people who are very, very strong. I don't advise you to go for that. But I know of a company where, like right now, if you need, I can give you the link. You go there, you get a job. But I know I have referred so many people, and if someone managed to spend a day, that person will be a genius, will be a strong person. Most would work, and will struggle to spend even one day. So I don't think you'll be able to do that. So he suggested that I should look for other areas like cleaning or driving. For him, he was suggesting driving, that you can start learning how to drive, upgrade yourself, and you become a bus driver. He was saying driving is better than working in a warehouse. So it was like my husband also didn't want me to work in a warehouse. Friends didn't want me to work in a warehouse. I think I was different because I don't know why I wanted to work in a warehouse. But I told you, it's because of my background, the way my father raised me. That's why I call myself Grandma Kwara. The way I was treated, I was raised by my father. I'm not afraid of doing any work as long as it's legal. I'm not afraid. That is me. As long as I am capable of doing it, I can do it. So I was not afraid of working in a warehouse myself. So I would tell them that I will say it when I'm there. I try. If I say that, what is here, I cannot keep on doing this, I can just stop. But it's better I work, I experience, and then I make a decision, rather than just staying and saying, I don't go to this, I don't go to this, without trying. You experience. And also I said, who knows, maybe I will find somewhere where it will be better, because I know of others who who are working in those environments where it is not like laborers for women. Though yes, you stand here for those long hours, but at least it's not that like heavyweight jobs. So I was ready for that, because you just have to find somewhere to start. So I went to these agencies in my community. I visited them. And others, they would not even allow you to come to the office, on that, you call it intercom. You say, what do you want? You say over there, they say, we don't have any jobs at the moment, and we can't promise. Hey, and that time it was in January. From there, like this day, I went to another one. It was the same story. No jobs at the moment. I was looking for a warehouse job. From there, I went to another one, and I said, on this one, it's a big one, I will get a job. Then I found an Oga, Nigerian man, who was there also looking for a job, and they had told him that no jobs. So I asked it also. They said, one, there are no jobs at the moment. Two, even if there are jobs, we need people who have experience, like 2 years experience and above. And myself, I had no experience in these warehouses. So they said, so I think I've told you. So this Nigerian man was outside. So I greeted him, and he told me that, you know what, at this time of the year, it's not easy to find jobs in warehouses. January, February, maybe in March. So most companies won't be taking recruiting at this period. So I had plans that the following day I was to go to nearby areas, nearby towns. I wanted to visit, like these warehouses, in industries, so that I go door by door physically. Because online I was also applying. I applied. I don't know how many applications I applied. I saw these adverts on Total Jobs, Indeed, on those platforms where we can see these jobs, being advertised. I applied. There was no response. Yes, I would just get your engagement, but no response after that. So this Nigerian man, I told him that my plan was to move around physically now, trying to look for a job. And it was not easy. It was going to be tough, since also I don't have a car. So, but I was going to use the buses. So he said to me, because where I wanted to go, he stays in that place, because that Nigerian man was a student. So he said, where you are thinking of going, yesterday I have been there. I moved from warehouse to warehouse looking for jobs physically. So right now, that's why today I was now moving around, wanting to talk at least with agencies, so that at least they can help me. But like what you did, I also moved around this town of ours, but I did not get any promise. But my sister, I have these phone numbers I took. I remember there was somewhere where they said they wanted a cleaner. And yourself, since you are a dependent, you are not limited in terms of hours and what such, like him, because he was a student. So he said, so you can take a photo of these numbers so that you can also try. Just continue to try. And also he said another thing also is doing a mandatory training for, care working. And then you see how it goes. So we just encouraged each other. And one thing I loved about August is those people are really helpful. When they want to help you, they don't hide any information. Once they are determined to help you, they tell you everything. They make your journey easy. They make your life easy. I love Oga so much. It's called them Ogas when they are men. When I say Oga, I mean Nigerians. So, and Oga, I know what it means, but sometimes when because I say, you just say Oga, when you are referring to these men, Nigerian men. I love Nigerians so much, because those people are helpful. To me, I consider them as my brothers, my sisters, my mothers, my fathers. They are really helpful. They assisted me so much, those people. They have all many information. They tell you, even when it comes to drafting CV, looking for, they tell you things as they are. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it, but I love those people. I love them. And I've seen that if you want to know more about a certain area or play with the Nigerians, they don't hide information. That's what I like. Some people, they do not tell you everything. They feel like, I don't know. But my experience with Nigerians, I like it. I love Nigerians so much. Thank you so much, Nigerians. I'm not saying others, they don't help. I told you that in my group I was also helped with my Zimbabwean colleagues. I was also helped, but I was just expressing my appreciation to these Nigerians, that when they are telling you things, they tell you as they are. Avasi imwe information. Once ato zvipira kuti ari kuda kukubatsira, vanotokubatsira. And what I have seen with these, even where I go to church, they are determined to help every person who is new in the country. They help you until you get a job. I love these people. So that's what we need to do. We need to help each other. They don't hide information. So what then happened is, I continued looking for a job. One day, as I was looking for a job, and at that moment, yeah, I really wanted a job. One day, I took my time watching on YouTube about Motigen. I just wanted to be fearless, so that whatever job I get, I could grab it. So that day, I looked on those videos of morticians. You know what they do? Those ones who have expertise in handling, dead bodies of human beings. So I started seeing how they do embalmment, how they seeing the bodies, what, and I became very courageous. That was the thing. I'm very much afraid of seeing dead people. So I just wanted to make myself being fearless, more fearless. So I said I want to watch that. So I then told my husband I'm now ready. Even if there is somewhere where they can say just come and wash these dead bodies, I am ready. And my husband was surprised. You? The way I'm afraid of just seeing a dead body. I remember when my father passed on, I could not see, those last whatever. I did not do that because I'm afraid. I think the person I managed to see to do body viewing was my grandmother. So otherwise, it's not that easy for me. But I was ready. Even if but you can do that after you are trained and what. So I didn't have that qualification. But I was just imagining, trying to show how desperate I was for a job, that I was even prepared to wash dead bodies. That's how prepared I was. It was not easy. So when I told my husband about that, my husband knows that me, I am someone who thinks deeply about something, and if there's a problem, I think deeply until I solve it. So he realized that if I start meditating on something and it enters my subconscious mind, and once I make a decision, no one can stop me. So he realized that if this person now talks about washing dead bodies, she can do anything, because she knows that once I make a decision and I want to do something, no one can stop me. That's me. That's how stubborn I am. That's me. I don't know. That's how I am. No one can stop me. Those ones who know me, they know me. So when you realize that what she's now meditating on, it will cause us problems. Then my husband said, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he spoke like politely, because he realized that if he was going to do like, no, you can't. And for me also, if you try to fight me, then you are already lost. You will not win. If you want to win, maybe if you are in competition with me, or you want me not to do something, you better speak calmly. You better do like you are agreeing with what I am talking of, and then find a way of making me see things the other way around. So he just said, my wife, I think there are other jobs. And the way he spoke, I realized that, yeah, he's against this. Even though he knew that obviously there was no way I could get that job because I don't have training. But he knows that once if I think of something, he was just trying to avoid me ending up doing things that can... I think you are getting what I'm saying. So that's me. Once I make a decision and I make a move, no one will stop me. That is me. So I'm just telling you so that you know how desperate I was. I continued looking for a job. It was not easy. And people were wondering, where do you want this? Some passing, fearful comments. Anyway, myself, I was not afraid of that. I am fearless. It's because also of my background. Susu takakurira kumamisha. Taipinda, I used to go to a nearby ant hill, which was in our neighbor's farm. So it was like very thick with thorns, and then it takes time for you to be on the center of that ant hill, and there will be these thorns which are there, trees. So when you are going there, you will be like this, and then you will be like crawling, and the thorns will be also kukubaya. So but I used to go sometimes by myself alone there. Those nokwe is what you use kujuruja majuru. Majuru is what do you call majuru? Are they ants, big ants? I don't know. I did not research on that. Or termites. Majura termites. Okay. My daughter here is saying majura termites. Okay, they are termites. Okay. So, no mazvere majuru. Do you know majuru you? Hello? Do you know majuru? Yeah. Anon's termites. Yes. Okay, it's fine. So she's saying termites. So I used to, you struggle to go to that center of that ant hill, and on that center of that ant hill, there will be some big holes, which you could see that there is a snake living here. Sometimes you could see, what do you say? You say the prints. I don't know English, which can show you signs, which can show you that there should be a snake here. It was dangerous. But we're just fearless. It was dangerous. But we thank God. We are alive, life was good. So we grew up in such environments which made us not to be scared. But I'm not saying play doing such things, no. But I'm saying for me, I grew up in those environments where we would encounter some scary moments, doing scary things, and you would sit in that ant 2 hours, 3 hours, trying to have these termites so that you could go and eat, sadza with those termites. So that's why I was like fearless. I was ready to do anything. That is me. Some of the things when I'm talking of, I urge you not to try to just do copy or what. It depends. Our backgrounds are also different. So do what you are capable of doing. Even though we encourage each other to be fearless, but don't put yourself in danger. No. So that's how desperate I was looking for a job. And I also applied in shops. These Asda, Tesco, you know, that there's this one, they call it what? Tesco colleague, nice. They say like nice colleague. I don't know. But those ones who are in UK, I think you know this thing I'm talking of. Or those ones who have worked in shops, you know this thing I'm talking of. I applied in shops. I applied. I also tried moving physically in shops, looking for jobs. I could not find it. And also I tried also looking for volunteering. There is a certain charity shop, and they promised me that yes, I can. At the end of the month, they give, you know, some photos, some money to you for transport and food if you do voluntary work there. But the voluntary will be just for 2 hours per week. So it's not that much. So what are you going to do for the rest of the week? And after all, at that moment, you would find that I didn't want like a job where I would do volunteering because we needed money. We needed money, you know, when you are settling, we needed money at that moment. But I was also ready to at least do volunteering until I get a job, so that I will not want keep on like staying at home. At least when we are doing something, you get also more exposure, you learn of many things also. It also adds to your CV also. So I encourage even those ones who are looking for jobs that you can do volunteering whilst you are still searching for that job. So I was ready for that. So this other charity shop, they said I could come. But when I went there to give them my details, that day I said, but God, I want a job now. Sorry, I want a job now. So if I start doing this, what is it going to help me in terms of money? No, I need money at this moment. And I don't know whether it's the director or the manager of that charity shop. I would struggle to hear the English. But for most of the whites, I could hear their English clearly. So far, I think since I came to this country, it is the English of that woman, and I think another woman I came across with that I could say I could not hear, but otherwise the English of most I come across with I can hear. There's another man I came across with, so I think there are 3. Yeah, there are 3. 1, 2, 3. I could not hear their English. So what made me not to take that offer? I was afraid of the English of that lady. I said, how can we work together when I cannot understand, when I could not hear the English? But that was not a big deal. The major issue was of like volunteering. You know, I could not just volunteer. I wanted man. So I was busy looking for a job. I also went to another charity organization that deals with the homeless people. They said you can come for voluntary work there. So, but they wanted DBS. So it took me time to get DBS, and they wanted you to do it by yourself. So because of that, I ended up not volunteering. So for today, that is it. That is my story of looking for a job in warehouse. It was not easy. You can spend, some can spend a year, some can spend. It also depends with where you are staying. On some areas you find that it's no longer that easy to get a job, even of cleaning. I will come back telling you about looking for a job as a cleaner. For today, I told you of looking for a job as in warehouses and also in shops. I will come again telling you about my journey of looking for a job as a cleaner. So I want to say it's not that easy. It's long back maybe when it was easy to get these jobs. These days, it's not as easy as like that. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. You pray, you throw CVs all over. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a tiresome journey. And unfortunately, some of our relatives, back home would be expecting, would be thinking, maybe you are lying, would be thinking maybe you are lazy. They don't know what we will be facing. But that is my story of looking for a job in the United Kingdom. Azvisisiri zvazvaiva, vanhu vakawandisa kutaura chokwadi. Especially where I am staying, there are lots of people. There are lots of people. When I moved in this area, going to agencies, you would find there you are many looking for a job there. Not just this warehouse job we are talking of. So it's no longer that easy. And I've told you that when it's in January, February, most of the warehouse, they don't recruit. Some even who are working in warehouses, sometimes I have seen some who even do not go to work when it's now January and February. Because I don't know what will be happening, but that's how it is. So it was not easy for me. I'm telling even those ones who are still in Africa, and even our relatives in Africa, so that you know that this is the situation here. And even those ones who are still new, that you know that this is the situation. But we just keep on keep on trying, and one day I will get jobs. That is it. So thank you for today. I said I will come again. We are continuing with this story of hunting for a job in the United Kingdom. Thank you. See you next time. Goodbye.